Hello, everyone, and welcome to Nailed It Tarot and Intuition. I am Torch, and thank you so much for visiting my channel. Here go the nails. I hope y'all can see them. So I'm going to be doing a reading today for you all about new love, just because it's Valentine's Day almost. I don't know if this is when I'll post it, but that's my intention for this message. So I intend for this reading to be timeless, so let's call this timeless new love, even though 'tis the season, okay? So just remember that all intuitive messages during readings are for entertainment purposes only. If you do happen to recognize some aspect of yourself or circumstances in this reading, only take what brings you back to your own personal power. You do have your own intuition and wisdom, so please use common sense and judgment as you listen. You have free will, and you're never under any force or spell because of viewing my content. So the decks I'm going to be using today, my clarification deck is going to be the Witch's Tarot. I have the Romance Angels Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue, the Numerology Guidance cards, and also the Modern Goddess Tarot. So I'm going to shuffle the cards as I speak the invocation. So at this time, I'm calling upon the I Am Presence living within us and permeating all of creation and consciousness to join me now. I welcome you and your holy ones of the highest vibration into this space to surround, protect, and guide this reading. Any energies or entities not aligned with this highest truth are not welcome here and must leave now. Our souls have a plan. May this reading clear obstacles, dismantle illusions, and reveal what is meant to be seen along the path of our souls. And may the roads which lead to the manifestation of our truest soul desires be now open, clearly, divinely guided, and with ease. My intention for this message is to deliver peace, love, truth, wisdom, and empowerment. May my understanding and speech be plain and clear so that only what is needed to serve this intention is spoken. May those who are meant to hear this message receive the aforementioned, pure and unperverted by fear or illusion. And so it is uttered, and so it is done. Okay, so I'm going to put my clarification deck to the side, and we are going to start with the Romance Angels. So the first thing I want to see is what the current cycle of love is that you're in, and we'll get a clarifying card from the numerology deck. Well, you know what? I want to start with this deck. Thank you. Okay. Current energy regarding new love. Time out. No new love, no new friends right now. Okay, but what is the energy we are moving into in regards to new love? Can you show us? Can you tell us? Okay, what are we moving into? New beginnings! Oh, thank you. I knew there was a reason I was doing this reading. Oh man, it's like, come on, divine. All right, so current energy regarding this timeout. You know, as I'm looking at these cards, the timeout card is a number 37. 3 plus 7 is 10, which reduces to a 1. And then we have the new beginnings card, which is also a 1. So this is looking more to me like the ending that triggers or inspires the beginning. But let's see, current energy for new love, current energy regarding new love. Whoa. Okay, children, and it's in reverse. I don't usually read that in reverse, but we'll see if maybe that has some meaning. Your love is being affected by children. All right, and then new beginnings. Can you show us about new love, the new beginning? It says codependency, and this also came out in the reverse. So addictions are affecting your romantic life, and we see at the bottom of the deck, make the effort. You know, I'm not going to speak so much. I really want to see what the tarot has to say about this before I start drawing any conclusions. Okay, so let's see. What does the tarot have to say about new love? Journey towards new love for those listening to this reading. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for providing help to us and support when we need it, when we don't need it. Thank you for your protection. Thank you for your love. Okay, it's just 4 cards. I'm going to try to get 6 cards. Okay, there we go. All right, we have the Queen of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Death card, the Knight of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. Wow, we got the Queen, Knight, and Page. So this could definitely be a family. Lot of people in this. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Death card, Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands. Let me see. I think this Crone of Pentacles, I don't think there's any kings in this deck. I think the Crones are kings. Right, because it's a goddess deck. Duh. All right. Sorry, y'all. Okay. So what I'm thinking about, if this does represent a family unit, I feel that maybe currently you've been taking a break from any dating, from even being concerned with or concerned about new love, because the family unit has just been undergoing a lot of change. Okay. We have the Crone of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. And then we see the Queen of Wands. What I feel very much here is that there's just been a lot of responsibility of making sure that the kids are provided for, there's food on the table, the bills are getting paid, that the home life runs smoothly. You know, the dishes are being washed, the house is being cleaned, coordinating everybody's schedule, the things, you know, these are very practical things that have to get done for the family to run and function on the day-to-day. And I feel like there's been a large period of time kind of reestablishing who does what. All right, who does what. With the Death card here, and I am going to grab, let's see what's on the bottom. Oh, the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, there's been a lot of like juggling and trying to figure things out. Like, how do we get this done? How do we get that done? How do we arrange things so that it makes sense, so that things run well and stay in balance? So, as much as this pertains to children, and I know that this was reversed when it came out, so I feel like, you know, also there hasn't been a lot of time for play. There hasn't been a lot of time to just cut loose and do things that just for the joy of it, just for the fun of it. This feels very responsibility driven, okay? Very responsibility driven, and that, you know, things just have to get done on the day-to-day. Now, with the Queen of Wands here, I feel like this is showing a person who is trying to bring in some charisma and you know, confidence and passion into the day-to-day. So if you're a single parent, I see you wearing a lot of hats here. All right. But with the Death card being here, there's been some transformation or some changes recently to the feelings of like loving energy and even passion that I'm seeing here. Okay, can you please provide some clarification on the Death card? Because this is in regards to new love. Please clarify the Death card. Please clarify the Death card. Clarification for the Death card. Thank you so much. Okay. All right, we've got the Moon, the Seven of Cups, and the Three of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so with this, I'm kind of feeling like there's been a lot of issues with feeling secure in, and like you had a good plan. Like I feel like there had to be a change of plans here. Like one thing was planned, one strategy was planned that was supposed to bring a lot of joy and happiness, and for some reason it's kind of like somebody threw a like we had to pivot all of a sudden because something didn't work out. Like the plans that we had didn't work out, and there were unforeseen setbacks and things that had created confusion within this situation that this planned there was a plan here. Okay, can you tell me what was this plan about? What was this change of plans? Oh, Two of Cups, Five of Wands, and the Ace of Swords. Okay, some truth has come out about a relationship that we were in. So maybe there was like this happy family, happy life, happy relationship, or some type of arrangement that you had been in with someone that you really, really care about. And I feel that, things wanted to move forward. Things wanted to progress. We thought this was the deal that we were getting ourselves into. But some kind of truth came out that created a lot of internal restlessness and conflicts. People weren't seeing eye to eye. And whatever this plan was, it is no longer. Okay, so this could be something like a separation. Some people were together and then they split up, they got divorced, somebody moved out. This could be even a job that somebody really, really liked that they don't have anymore. There was a very clear separation due to a misalignment of goals, okay? Somebody had a goal that they wanted to, and you had some different goals. So for whatever reason, this situation didn't work out anymore. What was in the dark came out to light, and there could have definitely been some deception involved with the Moon card here. But for the most part, coming out of this situation is why I feel like there was a timeout. Like, you had to kind of stop everything, gather up all your energy. You had to plan a new strategy, pivot, maybe even move into your own place, separate finances, figure out, I have the kids this time, you have the kids that time. So there was a lot of strategy that was involved. And now this is making sense why this codependency card is here, because I feel that sometimes when you're used to making decisions with a person, and you're used to just even being in a relationship and accommodating people, sometimes what we really want gets kind of put in the background, and you don't even end up doing what you want. You end up doing what's best for the group, what's best for the team, what's best for the relationship. And so, while you might be this, super creative person who loves to write and play and sing and kind of live this, travel a lot, live this life based off of joy and freedom, but not having the opportunity to even express that, because you got to think about the kids, you got to think about your partner, you got to think about, how do I provide? And actually, this really is speaking to me really also about a single mom, okay, or even a mom who has a partner but still feels single despite the partnership, okay? Or the partner is such a masculine, or maybe not a masculine, but is such a type of person that's very type A and by the book, and doesn't really like to color outside of the lines. And so when it comes to doing things that are kind of spontaneous and off the cuff and exciting and just for the joy of it, this person really isn't capable of meeting life in that way. And it's not because they're not trying, it's they're just not wired like that. Okay, so either you've had to overly focus on that, the responsible side of yourself, or the person that you're with is trying to too. So this just doesn't seem like a whole lot of fun is being had at the moment, because of what is all of the responsibilities that need to get done. And with the Death card sitting next to the Knight of Cups, I really feel that there's been a reimagining of what would even make you happy, like what you even desire in a partnership. Because I have the feeling that like the cup that you used to want, like it's like I had that, I've been there, I've done that, and it didn't work out. And now I feel like you have a slightly different idea of what it's actually going to take to bring you satisfaction, happiness, and how you want to experience love in a partnership. And what I feel like that is you want somebody a little bit more mature. Okay, someone who isn't just all like pie in the sky, like with a lot of ideas, but can't actually execute and take care of business at the end of the day. And someone who can do a lot more than just, make babies with you. You want someone who, you have romance with, but at the end of the day, they're also very business minded, very, very capable. Okay, so if you've been aligned with a person who was all business and no fun, you want the fun. And if you've been aligned with a person who was all fun but couldn't take care of business, then that's really what you want. Okay, I kind of went off on a tangent, but as it relates to the codependency card, sometimes we can get so focused in relationships on keeping our partner happy that we neglect ourselves, okay? And we start to define our effectiveness of like how we feel successful in a partnership. We define that by our ability to do things for the other person. And so that would be the codependency here. And I feel like the cards are cautioning against that. I do want to get some more information on this codependency. Okay. Now this deck is upright, so they kind of felt. So the Ace of Cups in reverse, the Sun card in reverse, and the Four of Wands in reverse. Ugh. These are all cards that you want upright. But as it relates to codependency, yeah, this is like seeking happiness outside of yourself, joy outside of yourself, doing everything to build the foundation of the relationship, but like your foundation as a person, as an individual is absent, or like not being poured into. And it's like you trying to give love, but your cup isn't even being filled. Like this speaks very much of a broken relationship. Like I said, it could be divorce, it could be separation, it could be somebody cheated and stepped outside. But this could also just be like unrequited love. Like, you loved until you had nothing left. And it was codependency that brought you to this, that particular outcome. And so you definitely are stepping into, again, it's like, we go from 9 to 10, and 10 is the end, but it's also the beginning, because, 1 plus 0 is 1. All right. So in this new beginning, these cards are really saying like, what do you want? Okay. Because if you are still in a codependent type of energy where you're looking outside yourself for happiness. And the only reason I know this is because I've been there, y'all. And I am telling you, once you start worrying about yourself, you will meet somebody who is worried about yourself. Okay, like if you're a person, all you want to do is give to other people, you're going to meet people that all they want to do is take from other people. That way it's creating a false sense of balance. Okay, and so if you want somebody, if you want to be a person that receives love, you first have to receive it from yourself. So this is asking you, where it's possible, how can you pour less into other people and pour more into you? Because you're taking care of everybody else here, but your needs that are fundamental to you are not being met. And it's like, you got dreams, you got plans that you want to do. You have stuff that you want to do, but you've been so busy like helping to figure out everybody else's life, and then also just not having a lot of fun. And so I feel like there's some fun that you need to start having. What makes you happy? Do it. What brings you joy? Do it. What floats your boat, tickles your fanny, or like whatever. Like that is the stuff that you need to be doing. And everyone who is looking up to you, everyone who is seeking you for love and support and guidance, they are going to benefit from all of the energy that you are putting into yourself. I want to add a third row onto this, so I'm just pushing these cards up. Okay, so let's see here. I felt like I wanted to shuffle it again. Please give us some more energy about this new love, about new love. And thank you so much for your information. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for your support. Thank you for helping us tell the story. See where we are. 3 more cards, please. Thank you. 8 of Wands. Okay. 8 of Wands, Queen of Swords, and the Strength card. Okay. So with the Strength card, whenever I see the Strength card, I feel like the devil is somewhere here. Well, of course it is, because we've got codependency right there. Now, this could involve a Leo. This reading is also very earth sign heavy. We've actually got all of the signs here. Okay, so this is more about energy than a specific sign. But with the Strength card being here and the Queen of Swords, what I can tell from this is that, like, I am not telling you anything in this reading that you don't already know. You've gotten smarter, you've gotten wiser, you are definitely more informed and self-aware than you were when you first started this journey. And I believe that you know what it takes in order to make the modifications and changes in your life that you know are going to be best for you. All right. But again, with the Strength card here, I feel like you're still trying to figure out the best way to love both sides of you. Okay. I'm also feeling some inner child energy here with the Strength, because there's this feeling of, I just want to be loved. I just want to be cared for. I just want to be. And I feel like that desire to just want love, just be cared for, is such a pure desire, and maybe something that you've wanted from a very long time, maybe even from your parents while you were a child, and you felt like you had to please them in order to be seen and in order to be loved. And so that's how we end up in these codependent type of situations, because you end up thinking that I have to do things in order to get love. And so you pick people who need shit and can't possibly do anything for you. All right. So with the Strength card, what I feel like the truth that you're dealing with right now It's just realizing that you have the ability to love yourself. Like, I see this very much as like you reparenting yourself with a strong dose of truth, but also lots of love and compassion and caring, because some softness is needed with the strength card. Like, being strong, a lot of times, sometimes it takes strength to be soft. And I feel like what you haven't gotten a lot in your life is like strong, solid, consistent softness and presence. And I feel that you've been this person to your children, but yet and still, you still have not experienced that for yourself. Okay. Can you please tell me a little bit more information? Oh, there's a card. There's a card here that I didn't see. Okay, the Emperor. Something else that I didn't see. All right, so we've got the Emperor card showing up here. So this is definitely a different energy. Someone coming in. Ace of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Okay, so you do have an offer coming in here. All right. And this is just what I'm saying. I'm like, this has everything. Okay? The Emperor, you know how to take care of business. Oh, what is that song by Aretha? Oh my God. It's on the tip of my tongue. If I think about it, I'll put it in the description. Oh, this is gonna kill me. Okay. He knows how to take care of business. He knows how to love you. And that thing is thangin'. Okay, this is passion. This is virility, fertility, creativity in the physical sense. All right, so we got the whole package. And as long as he got some pentacles, Two of Wands, making plans, looking forward to doing things together. So this is really good news. I feel this coming towards you. Okay? Now, what you're going to have to do with this Strength card is remember who you are. Okay? Follow your heart, but take your head with you and remember who you are. All right? Because I feel like it's going to be very tempting. Like, you can't do nothing for this Emperor. This Emperor has got his shit together. Okay? So, his or her, all right? It's just energy. Gender is just energy. And so, you don't provide for the Emperor, okay? The Emperor provides for you. So I think what this is saying also is that you got to have a nice dose of being in a similar energy. Like, take care of what is yours to take care of. But when it's time for you to be taken care of, you got to allow that shit to happen. Okay, you got to allow it to happen, because I do feel like a different new experience is trying to come in for you. You just have to be in the right space to actually receive this. And I think that's what the Eight of Wands is showing. It's like incoming, surprise, surprise, like out of nowhere. Here it comes, here it comes. Cupid's arrows in the sky. All right. The Emperor this is Aries energy. Okay, but like I said, the Strength card, there is also a Leo here. We got swords. We got everything on the table, y'all. So it could be anybody, but just be on the lookout for this. I feel like this is a different type of person with this Eight of Wands, like Ace of Wands. Like, this energy is going to feel like something you've maybe never even experienced before. You've only thought about this. This person knows how to talk to you, and they show up. They're there. They're consistent. Okay, I'm trying to give you clues as to how you can recognize this person when they come in. They say what they want. They want to take you out. They want to be there for you, okay? And their masculine and feminine is very balanced. And I say that because this is a masculine card, the Emperor, but that staff that he's holding has an Ankh on it. And the Ankh represents the feminine reproductive organs, you know, uterus, fallopian tube, and the slot, okay? So this person is going to be very direct and telling you what they think, how they feel. It's going to feel like a breath of fresh air, like something that you never even thought this was possible, all right? And so the strength for you is, do you have the ability to hold this? Because if you approach this as the begging child who's begging for love, how you always did, you know, what can I do for you? How can I help you? What do you need? Oh, don't worry about me. What kind of food do you like? What type of food that you like? You know, that part in Coming to America where he's like, bark like a dog, and like she just does it. And it's like, that is not what this Emperor wants, you know? Please have an opinion. Please have things to talk about, things that make you happy, make them happy, you know, like not make them happy, but make it like, what makes you happy? That's what you need to talk about. That's what you need to be in. All right. So here we come to the advice. Make the effort. Give this shit a chance. Great love is worth taking the steps that you're guided to take. You deserve love. Okay, and it don't have to be as hard as it has been for you, because I get that you've had a difficult time with love and you might not even feel like it's in the cards for you. But let me tell you, it's in the cards for you. It's in the cards for you. It's in the cards for you. All right, let me give this timing out for a size. You know, sometimes I hate even asking about timing because it's like, oh, you know, it's going to happen when it happens. And if the cards say June, it could be June of this year, but it could be June of any year. So, but I am curious. So, great mother. Can we have a specific, and as specific as you'd like to be for the timing? Gonna ask for that. Thank you. Please and thank you. All right. Timing for this new love. Timing for this new love. I got like 5 cards. She's like, whatever, Torch. Oh, by the end of the day, next winter, August, and it's worth the time. All right, we like that. So this is in motion. This is in motion, August. That's this year. And it also says next winter. So that could be winter 2026. All right, that's specific for some of us. And it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. Okay, so you got plenty of time to clean this up, sir or ma'am. You got plenty of time to clean this up and get it together so that by the time this comes along, you're in the right frame of mind, in the right spirits. Ooh, I loved this reading. Thank you all so much for watching. If you do like my reading style and messages, hit that subscribe button, like, share, and comment on this video. Did this resonate with you? I would love to know. And I will see you all back in the next one. Take really good care. Bye-bye.